Good morning, all. Miracle Rising. I hope you slept well. Whew. Oh my goodness. I watched Valhalla and Baron Coleman last night. It's mind-boggling to me how whoever would decide to assassinate somebody in front of us and just think 2 days later it's another day at the office. You know what I mean? I think that's what they intentionally wanted, but God had different plans. God had very big different plans. And what Baron's uncovering in the new footage is crazy. It's crazy. It's like Charlie knew that they were planning something. He knew. He so knew. It's like before he passed away, you could see he closed his eyes and he just embraced it. He really did. He knew. He knew what they were planning. That's the thing, is when you move and operate in truth and integrity and faith, you just pick up on things. You pick up on things, and he definitely picked up on those around him and what they were planning. I know he did, without a doubt. He knew what they were doing. That's why he sent that text. And it had nothing to do with the left. Nothing. And they wanted to blame it on the left to redirect the limelight. So that's my personal opinion. Man, my back is on fire. Something came to me. Everyone isn't saying we don't trust. They're saying what you're saying doesn't make sense, so prove it to us. That's the thing too. It's crazy to me when you hold people accountable and ask them for proof or make it make sense. You know what I mean? What you guys are saying isn't adding up, so make it make sense. Prove it to us, right? And they're like, no. No. We're not going to do that, and we actually don't have to do that. And that's what's crazy about it. It's that's how these people operate. They're we are God. We do not have to abide by the law, and we do what we want. And you can like it or not. And I guess when you have different organizations on your side, and you have different government-funded organizations and all this stuff behind you, and you have all these prominent people standing against you while you do deceptive things, I guess you could walk with the mentality of that. Not all of us have that. Not all of us want that. To say the least. For example, with my back, all right? I don't have proof outside of the fact of the medical records stating what my symptoms are and how they treated me didn't add up in reference to the shot that I received. And then ever since I got that shot, it's been ongoing issues. And for the last 2 years, over 2 years. And all the doctors that I've seen, all of them said different things, treated me differently, nothing helped. And so it's when you have particular evidence such as that, but you don't have people that will help you in positions that can help you, or even listen to you, because their mind's already made up, or they may have been already paid out. You know what I mean? And so it's it's frustrating. It's extremely frustrating, to say the least, and I just push through it. And it's one of those things, just like Mitch, he's a 35-year gag. I mean, that's insanity to be pushed on you by your own government, so they can hide their dirty secrets in reference to everything that they have entanglement with, cartel, drug trafficking. I mean, but we all know it, And that's what's so funny about me. It's Our government is so entangled into drug trafficking into the United States, and that's a form of control. And yet this whole entire exploitation in reference to me and my addictions is just insanity. And it's like, y'all, peel back the onion layers. You know, why don't you really say what you're affiliated with? Why don't you say what you really partake in? There's a start. There's a start, you know? Golly. Here's the thing with that. Let me just go ahead and end it on this because I got to start getting ready. If I had to choose between walking down the road of being an addict or walking down the road of being an evil, deceptive, dishonest, greedy, money hungry, power driven, I'll step on anybody, I'll bury the bodies and I'll hide it type person and all those people, right? I'd rather go down the road of having my little addict versus that. I'd rather do that. I'd rather take that walk than walk down that road. Yeah. Because at least with walking down the road of carrying everything that came with my addiction, I still can walk with integrity. I can still walk with dignity. I can still walk with grace and humility and humbleness. Because even walking through my addiction, I never did anything to the magnitude of what people have done to me. Never. And would never. Even as an addict. So that's got to say a lot about the people entangled in this. I told my mom this morning, I said, I just don't know how people sleep at night. I really freaking don't. Wow, did you guys see that flickering light? I have no idea how people sleep at night knowing the things that they have done and been associated with and intentionally partaked in. Whether that be the situation with Charlie Kirk, situation with me, situation in your affiliations of what you do for a living, targeting individuals, targeting their children. Like, I just don't understand how people sleep at night. I mean, here we are going on over 2 years, same song and dance, still same suppression, same censorship, same crap with different tests, different illusions, different attacks. Like, it's the same crap. Same crap. And I know they're scrambling. That's why that what's-her-face called yesterday. Could read that through the phone. You know, tone. She always had a bit of a tude. Yeah, well, guess what? I got one now too. So, an eye for an eye on that one. Not quite much of a pushover anymore. Sorry about that, guys. Shame on you. Shame on you. You know, we should be able to go to doctors. We should be able to seek counseling, seek help, and not be worried about the treatment that we're receiving and if it's actually true treatment. And if it's actually treatment for the betterment of you. Make sure that you're not actually being overly medicated. You're not being misguided. Like, it's insanity that we now live in a world where you have to think about these things when you walk into medical facilities. And believe me, I'm well aware it's not just me. I'm well aware that this whole transpiring is not just me. People have had medical malpractice done to them on more ways than one. People have lost their lives by wrongdoing of people and medical staff. So, you know, it's like, I don't understand how you change it up from wanting to get in the industry for saving lives to then actually wanting to take lives intentionally. Like, where do you go different in that? I'm like asking questions because I'm, you know, I'd like to know, you know, what happens, because I really wholeheartedly want to know. You know, I want to always try to give people the benefit, excuse me, and the benefit of the doubt. And so it's just really hard for me to understand, based off the things that I do know, you know, what makes somebody tick to do such awful things to someone. And again, I say someone myself, it's across the board. I love you guys. Have a great day. TGIF.